The 33rd edition of the African Cup of Nations eventually kicked off yesterday in Cameroon, and a lot of Africans are so happy to see that particular edition of AFCON coming up at last. A lot of fears due to COVID-19 and also issues here and there, but finally the event started in Cameroon. We just have to let you see how colorful the event was over there in Cameroon at the Olembe Stadium, where Cameroon also played against Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso drawing the first blood, but Cameroon had to speak this language of football by coming courtesy of Vincent Aboubakar's two penalties that made them to triumph over Burkina Faso. Well, let's quickly look at the opening ceremony as it happened in Cameroon. That's Cameroon really showcasing that they are the lion of Africa there. Well, you just have to appreciate the fact that they were able to come on with this colorful opening ceremony where all Africans were waiting what's going to happen over there in Cameroon. And eventually it came up. President Biya was able to declare it open, and a lot of Africans were so happy to see the way it went down. We saw a lion there moving around. That shows that the Cameroonians are really showcasing what they profess. Good one there. The AFCON 33rd edition have started in style, and we just have to appreciate what Cameroon did there. Well, the good thing is that you can't stop it now. At least it has started. Burkina Faso versus Cameroon ended 2-1 in favor of the host nation Cameroon as they came from behind to score via two penalties. Although Burkina Faso scored, they drew the first blood, scoring courtesy of Gustavo Sangares, who scored the first goal for them. But, well, Cameroon really had to fight from the back. They got it right, scoring two goals. Burkina Faso went a bit too harsh on Cameroonian players, and Cameroon, they were able to celebrate while Vincent Aboubakar was able to score those goals there. 2-1 it ended, while Ethiopia also played against Cape Verde. Cape Verde, they were also able to do their own. They won. They shocked Ethiopia. Ethiopia, one of the first nations to play in the AFCON when it comes to the history of that competition in 1957. But right now, they lost against Cape Verde in another edition that is coming up in Cameroon right now. Well, good thing is we saw all those matches. 2-1 against Burkina Faso. Ethiopia lost by a long goal against Cape Verde. Good one from Cameroon and also good one from Cape Verde. Let's quickly look at the match between the host nation, Cameroon, and Burkina Faso.
بوركينا فاسو خطير ومكان جول فانا سانغاري.
Crucial time as well, just before half-time. Referee lays down the law to Coffee. Conte said can't even bear to watch. Aboubakar, sweat pouring off his brow. He's a direct kind of player. Aboubakar against Coffee. Aboubakar, 1-1, no doubt about that. Goalkeeper went the wrong way.
Well, good one there. Just looking at what Cameroon did, they had to come back from behind as Gustavo Sangares scored the fourth goal, while Cameroon were still so surprised, trying to get their feet together. Sangares dropped that goal, and it was a good celebration for him as he saw that particular goal going in straight, beating Andre Onana there. Good one for Burkina Faso as they were leading, but Cameroon had to come from behind. Well, I think Burkina Faso players, they were too wide and harsh as they had to go through two penalties, which Vincent Abubakar was able to score the two goals. In fact, their coach couldn't look at it, but it has to be. He scored the two goals, talking about the two penalties that was given. But right now, they are celebrating, winning 2-1 there. Vincent Abubakar about to take that particular penalty. A lot of people were scared because of the fact that will he scored or not, but he puts it in and they celebrated. Good one for Cameroon as they are celebrating, winning the first game 2-1. But the first man that scored first in the competition, Gustavo Sangares from Burkina Faso, right now has registered his name as the first player to score in the competition. Another match that also came up is between Cape Verde and Ethiopia, where Cape Verde actually won by a long goal. They celebrated that also. Winning against Ethiopia, it was a shocking defeat because a lot of people underrated Cape Verde, but they have been making statements for a while now when it comes to African football and also even World Cup qualifier. So you have to look at the fact that Cape Verde scored and they won that game by a long goal, stopping silence in Ethiopia in that particular encounter. For Cameroon, it was an eye-opener because they just have to get their acts together. They should not underrate other teams, the likes of Cape Verde and also Ethiopia. By the time they face Ethiopia and Cape Verde, they have to be very, very careful, as Cape Verde are already making a statement that they can also top that group. Well, as it is, Cape Verde and Cameroon are the leading top teams there, while Burkina Faso and Ethiopia are also trying to see if they can get their acts together in the other matches that will still be played in AFCON, the 33rd edition. Well, Cameroon finally, they have proven to the whole world that they can do this, despite the little story about issue of COVID-19, players being testing positive and all that. But the main thing right now is that if finally the event kick-started yesterday and Africans are celebrating that the AFCON 2021 is up over there in Cameroon. Still looking at matches that will be coming up, although a lot of games will be coming up over there in AFCON starting from today, but we'll be looking at that later. But let's quickly look at the fact that a lot of Africans are happy that this event eventually see the light of the day. So according to the president of Cameroon, President Biya, he was so happy for the fact that despite all the odds standing against AFCON being held, they eventually were able to do their own. Not even for the FECAFOOT president, Samuel Eto'o, also was so happy for the fact that the event came live. Not to forget Musepe, that is the president of CAF, also being so happy that AFCON 33rd edition eventually see the light of the day. They are giving you details concerning activities in AFCON over there in Yaoundé, Garoua, all the places, all the cities that will be hosting different countries in Africa. 24 nations are justly for honors. It has started like a joke yesterday and it will be ending February 6th. February 6, 2022, that's when they will be drawing the curtain of the 33rd edition of AFCON. But we are here to give you more concerning the competition, as we'll be giving you a lot of activities as it's breaking out over there in Cameroon. Now let's move away from Cameroon, where a lot of matches also play in Nigeria. Talking about the MPFL match day 5. A lot of matches that was played, 10 matches, 9 was played yesterday and 1 was played on Saturday. All the matches, quickly let's look at the result, where Lobby Stars did well. They defeated Aqua United by a lone goal. You have Katsina United. Katsina United also did well, defeating Gombe United by 2-1. It was a good one for Eyimba as they pipped Shooting Stars by a lone goal. Sunshine Stars of Akure did so well over there in Yebode as they won against Kano Pillars. 1, 2, 3 goals there. You just have to look at Niger Tornadoes. They play goalless against Rivers United. Enugu Rangers did well. They play away. They they had to frustrate Kwara United by playing draw. It ended 1-1 draw there, while MFM of Lagos defeated Abia Warriors. Good one for MFM as they were able to win. Goshola Balogun against Imama Amapakabo and his lads. They came, they saw, but they couldn't conquer. Wiki Tourists of Bauchi, they play away to Harlan in Owerri, but they lost by a long goal. Remo Stars, it was a good one for Remo Stars. The team has really shocked everyone this season. They played 5 matches now. They are yet to lose, and now they are topping the table. They are ahead of, they actually won against Plateau United, although that goal was a bit controversial. We'll be bringing that to you. Now let's look at Dakada. Dakada against Nasarawa United ended 2-1 in favor of Dakada. Remember what happened to Dakada just in their match day 4, where one of their former assistant coach was found guilty of slapping a referee in their match there. Well, now let's look at the match between Sunshine Stars of Akure and Kano Pillars. Kano Pillars by 3-0. It was a kind of shocking defeat because no one expected Kano Pillars to be beaten so easily by 3 goals coming from MPFL team. Talking about Sunshine Stars in Ijebu, it was a match a lot of people less expected those goals, at least maybe 2-1 or 2-0, but not 3 goals. Well, Kano Pillars just have to get their acts together. It was a very shocking defeat. They were not expected to lose. One of the biggest teams in MPFL, Nigerian Professional Football League, match day 5, that actually saw Sunshine celebrating. They really celebrated that game because at least when you win against a team like Kano Pillars, you just have to celebrate. great. Kano Pillars, Rangers, you have to look at all these teams. Eyimba International, Aqua United, these are not small teams. So beating Kano Pillars 3-0 by Sunshine Stars of Akure was a celebration, and they just have to celebrate that particular goal. We just brought to you there for you to have a feel of what happened between Sunshine Stars versus Kano Pillars. Now let's look at the very controversial goal that happened between Remo Stars and the team they faced. It was a goal that a lot of people were, okay, was it a goal between Remo Stars and Plateau United? Was it online or offside or whatever you want to call it? But offside or onside, the goal actually adjudged. Remo Stars, they were given the winner. Let's look at that goal between Remo Stars before we go through the slow motion. Let's look at the goal first between Remo Stars and Plateau United. That particular goal has really generated a lot of confusion in the MPFL between Remo Stars and Plateau United. If you watch the action play, you will believe that it was a goal because of the fact that the player was behind, was just at the front of the goalkeeper. But if you watch the replay of the match, you just have to look at, what happened? The player was ahead, so it means it was an offside. Well, as it is, that goal actually stands because it was adjudged a goal from the referee. Good one there. Remo Stars are right now celebrating. They actually won their game against Plateau United. But if you look at that clip again, where will you stand? Is it offside or onside? It's a very controversial goal. If you don't take your time, you just have to be very careful how you judge that particular goal between Remo Stars and Plateau United. We just brought to you there. If we can have it again for people to see what really happened. The action goal showed that, yes, when the ball was played, as it went down in the action goal now, it went so straight, you won't be able to discern what happened. But when you take the slow motion, you now see what really happened between the goalkeeper, the player that scored, and the one that stood ahead of the goalkeeper. Well, very controversial, but that's football, you know. That's it. Well, it went in, and they just have to declare them the winner. They are a good one for Remo Stars. They are yet to lose. They are making statements, and they are being celebrated by the entire team. They are good one there. Well, looking at MPFL match day 5, a lot of goals that were scored in the MPFL. Let's go back to the results as we look at the MPFL match day 5 result. Looking at the fact that Katsina United, Sunshine Stars, all the home teams that did their business very well. You have the likes of MFM of Lagos winning 2-1, Heartland, Remo Stars, Dakada, they all did well there. I just look at Sunshine Stars seems to be the higher, the team that won mostly. They won by 3 goals margin on reply goals, and that shows that they were really ready for it. And you have others that are scored by a lone goal, peeping their opponent, like Heartland by a lone goal, Remo Stars by a lone goal, winning against Plateau United, and the likes of Eyimba, they won over Shooting Stars within the George, and the entire team won against Shooting Stars led by Edita Goye over there in Aba. Good one for Katsina United, who also did against Gombe United. They won their game. Lobby Stars of Makurdi, they tried their best. Dombraye, that's the manager or the coach of Lobby Stars, they was able to do well against Kennedy Boboye of Aqua United. Aqua United lost that game by a lone goal. Good one there. We just have to look at all these games. Nasarawa United tried their best against Dakada. Dakada came and they showed their class. Despite what happened between Dakada concerning their issue of a technical crew, where their former assistant coach was being banished now, but they were able to make statements as they won that game 2-1 against Nasarawa United. Taking you through all the happenings in the MPFL as it went down in match day 5. when the AFCON was ongoing, the MPFL 2 was being played, although attention was really on AFCON because it was the fourth day of the competition, the 33rd edition. But in Nigeria too, we were enjoying some football from the home scene. So you just have to keep supporting Nigerian Professional Football League because that's our league. That's the apex league we have in Nigeria. We have to do things right. Coaches, referees, players, make sure you follow the rules and regulations. Make sure MPFL stands. And the fans out there, it's good to support your team, but support your team with wisdom, be mature, and also make sure you stand by the rules and regulations coming from the league management company called 360 Sport on Trust TV, giving you all the outlines concerning football that went down in Nigeria and also in AFCON. Now let's move away from Africa. Let's go to Spain. Let's talk about the La Liga Santander or Primera Liga. Matches were played, a lot of matches. Now let's look at the result as it went down. Where Levante, they defeated Mallorca by 2-0. Real Sociedad, they won against Celta de Vigo 1-0. Granada played a draw against Barcelona. Real Madrid, they did so well at the Santiago Bernabeu. It was a walloping 4-1 against Valencia, who came, they saw, but they could not conquer. Good one from Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior, Karim Benzema, they were really outstanding players. You just have to look at a particular player, Luka Modric, a standout player for Real Madrid in that particular encounter between Real Madrid and Valencia. Not forgetting Rayo Vallecano drawing against Real Betis. Getafe, they lost at home against Sevilla. Good run from Sevilla there. Alaves, it was a draw between the two teams. Atletico Bilbao, they played a draw against Alaves. Osasuna defeated Cadiz by 2-0 in that particular match, while Villarreal against Atletico Madrid ended 2-2. You expected a tough match there. It was a big one between the two teams there. Atletico Madrid, they shared the spoil with Villarreal, playing 2-2 in that match there. Good one for the two teams that played there. But the two biggest match that was played in La Liga over the weekend was between Real Madrid versus Valencia, where Real won 4-1, and you have to give it up to Atletico, who came against Villarreal at the De La Ceramica Estadio Stadium there. They tried their best as they played draw. Good one for Atletico Madrid. And for Villarreal, it's better not to lose. They played the draw, and at least they are celebrating for playing draw. But for Real Madrid, that team right now, they seem to be running away. If you look at the way this table is standing right now, let's look at the standing of the table in La Liga. It's as if Real really, they are not stopping. They are really going forward to lead in that particular league. Real Madrid right now, they have 49 points, 49 after playing 21 matches, followed by Sevilla 44 points. Real Betis, they are standing third with 34 points. You have to give it to Atletico Madrid. They are standing fourth. Real Sociedad, Barcelona, they are standing 5th and 6th respectively with 33 and 32 points apiece. Rayo Vallecano are on 7th position with 31 points. Villarreal are 8th on the log with 29 points, despite the draw against Atletico de Madrid, who are standing 4th. You have to look at Atletico Bilbao there. They are 9th on the log with 28 points after playing 21 matches. Valencia are standing 10th on the log after being defeated by Real Madrid with 28 points. Now they stand there. Espanyol, who play also in the same city with Barcelona, they are 11 on the log. Osasuna, Granada, Celta de Vigo in that pecking order, 11, 12, 13 and 14. While you have Real Mallorca, Getafe, Deportivo Alaves, Elche. Although Elche will be playing against Espanyol today. Now that might be coming up. Cadiz, Levante in that pecking order. Looking at the way he's standing there in the La Liga Santander. Match day 21 matches that were played. 9 matches are played. Now the one that we play today will coming up between Espanyol and Elche. But for as it is right now, Levante are down the low with just 11 points after playing all the matches they've played so far. Real Madrid are top, and you have to give it up to those teams as they did so well. Sevilla, Real Betis, surprisingly, are standing third there. Atletico de Madrid, Sociedad, Barcelona in that pecking order, talking about the La Liga Santander. Well, we just have to look at the fact that all these teams played and they are celebrating the matches that was played. But the good thing is, Nigerian Professional Football League matches that went down in Nigeria. Despite AFCON going on, the fact that LMC deemed it fit to also make sure our league runs. After all, we just have to celebrate ours. We love that, and as it's going right now, due to the fact that a lot of matches that was played in Nigeria, no issue of maybe being assaulting any coach or referee did not happen, except for the controversial goal between Raymond Stars and Plateau United that went down over there in Ikenne. Well, that was the only issue that came out. That shows that at least the team is growing, is getting more mature. We hope more of this will come up in the MPFL Match Day 5. AFCON title edition have started. Matches will be coming up today, and a lot of matches that will be coming up. We'll be taking that in our subsequent edition. But to let you know that Cameroon, Cape Verde, they made statement in AFCON, winning 2-1 and also 1-0 against Burkina Faso and Ethiopia. While the opening ceremony went down well, with Cameroon showcasing that they are the Lion of Africa. They are celebrating Cameroon and also celebrating African Cup of Nations 33rd edition, starting live in Cameroon at the Olembe Stadium. Well, that does it on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.